मैंने आपको बोला था कि मैं सिंगापुर आ रहा हूँ। डेट फाइनलाइज हो गया है। मैं 25 अगस्त संडे सिंगापुर में हूँगा। जो मुझसे मिलना चाहते हैं नीचे दिए गए व्हाट्सएप नंबर में मुझसे संपर्क करें या ईमेल दिया गया है उससे संपर्क करें। मेरा टीम आपसे बात करेगी। हिंदी और इंग्लिश में सेपरेट मीटिंग होगा। नमस्कार, फिर पैसा बोलता है में आपका स्वागत है। वीकेंड आ गई है। मेरे भाई के साथ मेरा प्रोग्राम हॉट टेक्स होगा, अंग्रेजी में होगा। आप सुनिए और एंजॉय कीजिए। मैं आनंद श्रीनिवासन, हॉट टेक्स।
So Anand, this ITR filing hits a record 7.28 crores till July 31st. 72% go for new regime. What is this?
See, there are two tax regimes. There's a new regime and the old regime. The government wants you to go for the new regime and forget the old regime. So it has incentivized new regimes. In new regime, up to 7 lakhs, if your income is 7 lakhs, you need not pay tax. And it has given you a higher, even if you are more than 7 lakhs, it has given you a higher standard D exemption. And this means, and it has tweaked the rates. So suppose you are making up to 15 lakhs a year, you will save 17,500 in the regime. And even anybody will save about 17,500. That is not available in the old regime. So at the end of the day, what has happened now is people will go for new regime and feel the old regime. But there's a sting in the tail. The government will realize this, like it has now realized the folly of SGB. The government thought it is going to make billions of dollars by listing LIC. Now all LIC salesmen, 99% of them, have been selling small policies to salaried people, saying you will save tax. Now nobody will save because LIC doesn't make any sense. You are not giving me any incentive, I won't buy LIC. Second, it will affect real estate because people were buying to save tax. People were buying to save tax. Now that is housing loan. Now neither is real estate in big cities going up. Neither can I claim interest in taxes, nor can I claim that 1 lakh. So that product will also die. And more you have taken out indexation benefit. Third product to die will become the equity linked small savings scheme. That is, equity linked savings scheme in mutual funds will die. But the biggest thing in the tail for the government, which they'll realize 5 years from now, is all small savings schemes were linked to, like post office, Sukanya Samriddhi. Government was borrowing money cheap from the people.
Correct.
And the biggest thing is PPF.
Yes.
Public Provident Fund. What will happen now is the guys who have already entered will continue for till 20 years. No new guy will come enter into this PPF. And the guys who already entered will also will slowly come down in stages. It will come down slowly, it will taper off. PPF was a way to borrow money easily for the government. Now you will kill PPF. You will kill National Small Savings Certificate. So the government borrowing from markets will go up. And saving, more than government, savings habit for people will vanish. Because there is no forced saving. Already people have no saving. You will become like America. In America, more than 50% of middle class have no emergency money. So what you are doing by this reduction of these schemes, what little financial security people were forced to save, like PF and other things will vanish. And your job security also is vanishing. People have to live longer because medical facilities have improved.
Correct.
So you are creating a societal time bomb is being created. This is what is happening.
Byju's influence solvency set aside. NCLT allows.
Okay. Now there is a problem. Because the lenders to Byju have gone to Delaware asking them to block this. Because this is listed in America. Right? Now what has happened is these two brothers are hiding in Dubai. They have not come. But there is a lot of favoritism because we know who is BCCA. So they moved 158 crores. They were India's second most powerful man's son is running BCCI. So they did an out of court settlement. This is what I'm saying with this government. We explained in several videos. There is a K-shaped scenario. Whatever is good for the wealthy is happening. So now BCCI will collect 158 crores. It is tax free. But more than that, hundreds of crores is not paid to the small suppliers of Byju's.
Even employees.
Their TCS is tax is not collected. TDS has not been paid. PF has not been paid. But two people who are very friendly to this government were advisors and made money. So the government is not touching this guy, knowing fully it is bankrupt. But my daddy is number 2 in India. So my 158 crores you pay, I will let you go. But the lenders have not stopped. The lenders have gone to Delaware to block this. Already a US court has said, every day you don't turn up in court, you have to pay $10,000 fine. That is for the younger brother. He is hiding in Dubai. You can hide from the Indian government in Dubai. From Uncle Sam, you cannot hide. So finally it will come here. The question is not whether the end will come. Byju's is dead. But the question is, when will it come? It will come.
Well, that's very sad ending to Byju's. Apple breaks record revenue in India for third consecutive quarter. What is this?
Sales in India for Apple have been going through the sky. Because China, there has been a problem with America, China having a boxing match. So there was a fear that Apple products will not sell in China. They had a special partnership with HDFC, where HDFC was giving cash back and bringing in new customers. That partnership has ended because HDFC Bank found only that Apple was benefiting, they were not benefiting. But because HDFC got a lot of clients, lot of other banks have replaced HDFC and given easy financing options where they are taking the hit. So Apple is now selling to a lot of middle class people who actually don't need
penetration in India
Apple, who don't need Apple and cannot afford Apple, but are being financed by banks. And now Apple is a status symbol.
Yes.
Right? If you have an Apple, you have arrived. So what has happened is it's not the top end model alone that is selling. If you cannot buy the top end 15, or it's 15, no?
Yeah, iPhone 15. 16 is coming.
Yeah, 15. You buy 12. So 12 is very cheap. It's a debt product which he is dumping on you.
Yes.
The bank will finance it. It's a big portion of EMI. You can take it.
One last question. Sun Pharma's CMD saying Taro integration underway, no major stuff.
Taro was already a subsidiary of
Sun
Pharma for a long time. Some residual shares were shareholders were saying that they didn't get a fair price. So there was a negotiation back and forth. Finally, a higher price was paid by Sun Pharma. All the outstanding shareholders were paid, and Taro has become a subsidiary merged into Sun Pharma. This is basically dermatology and other products in US, which is basically these guys are using it to distribute. It's always functioning as a subsidiary. So now it is integrated. Some questions were asked whether the integration would be perfect. But now it is very clear what he is saying is, though it was a subsidiary, it was operating like Sun Pharma. We have integrated and there is no big change and there is no disturbance in...
And he's come out and clarified that.
He clarified that. And it's the main thing in all these Indian pharma companies, including Sun Pharma, is they have an alternate drug ready waiting for that weight loss Wegovy.
Yeah.
To when the patent will run off.
When the patent expires. Yeah.
Patent expires. These guys are going to make a killing on it. आज के लिए इतना ही. आपने इस पॉडकास्ट को सुना, इसके लिए मैं आपका आभारी हूँ. हो सके तो इस वीडियो को लाइक कीजिए, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए. इस वीडियो को अपने दोस्त और रिश्तेदार के पास भेजें और उनको देखने की आग्रह करें. नमस्कार, धन्यवाद, जय हिंद.